going on, Jerome's? So I kind of like these audio raw real rants. It's almost like sports talk radio is a thing now, or I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, but I feel like people like it because they don't see the face. Although that is a moneymaker. Yeah. Anyways, think about doing one of these rants a day, just because it allows me to explore the space a little bit and just talk about whatever the heck I want. Although, do this all the time. So, FanDuel, the geniuses over there, which, by the way, we've talked about how the sports betting ecosystem is fractured, and it's not good. It's not good. Like I wonder if sports betting as we know it right now is going to be the same in 10 years. 5 years, 3 years, probably not. I feel like the market is going to cannibalize itself, and I feel like the books are going to find out that there isn't a never-ending stream of customers. I feel like they're really selling themselves short, but it's beyond the point. Anyways, but FanDuel's NFC way too early power rankings. So they got the Eagles at 1, respect, kiss the ring and all that stuff. Commies at 2, got to respect what Jaden Daniels have done. Plus, they've been going after things this offseason. And I think that basically the Commies are doing what the Vikings have done with J.J. McCarthy. And they're doing that with Jaden Daniels on his rookie deal, where they're loading up all the pieces around him, bringing in Tebow and all that stuff, and they're going to be able to build an Avengers-type team around a very talented rookie quarterback. It's exactly what the Vikings have done. All right, doubling up on interior O-line, pass rushing D-line, cornerback, running back, all that stuff. And the Vikings already had a very talented team to begin with, which is good. They got the Lions. Okay, Lions at 3. Lions not really too active in free agency outside to bring in DJ Reed. They lost Zeitler, and also, more importantly, they lost Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. That's going to be a major, major part of it. Can Dan Campbell replenish things? Can Dan Campbell lead this team himself? Who knows? Also, they're starting to pay out premium contracts, and some of those cap hits are coming home to roost, so they ain't got as much to spend, so that's something to keep an eye on. You got the Rams. So the Rams ran it back with Matthew Stafford, although feels like it was so long ago. It was like the Giants. Oh, yeah, the Giants are in Stafford. Nope. A full-on leverage play with the Rams. It's just funny, man. But they moved on from Cooper Kupp, and they brought in Devontae Adams. But 4, again, I understand. I get it, right? If there wasn't a blizzard in Philly, like maybe the Rams end up going to the Super Bowl. It's possible. Their defensive line is legit. O-line definitely needs some tweaking. Yeah. And then they got the Bears at 5. Now, didn't we do the song and dance last year? Didn't Nick Wright predict the Bears were going to go to the Super Bowl last year? Huh? All that stuff. And yeah, they traded for Joe Thuney. Congrats. I mean, he's got maybe a year or 2 left. Jonah Jackson, can't pass block. Bringing in Drew Dahlman, can't pass block. But other than that, their offensive line is really good. All right. Bringing in Ben Johnson, the boy blunder. Oh, he's going to have all these plays where the quarterback pretends to fall down. Awesome. Like, I want Caleb Williams to succeed. I think that he's a stud. You loved him ever since Oklahoma and USC, but I don't know. I'm just not buying it. And maybe it's a case of the Bears have been March champions so often, and it just hasn't translated on the field. So we're going to have to see it before we believe it. Packers at 6. Why? Like, what have the Packers done this offseason that just inspires you? Like, the Packers. This is going to be, overpaying Aaron Banks. Like, is that the big-time move? Is that what they're doing? Yeah. Niners at 7. Now, this is just more on inertia than anything. The 49ers have really gutted the roster. They're going to have to pay Brock Purdy $60 million, and they're just hoping that Christian McCaffrey comes back healthy. They're just hoping. And also they're hoping and praying that Trent Williams is able to play 5 more years, which also is not likely. Plus, they want to get rid of Ayuk in that terrible contract right now. It's bad. Bucks at 8. I mean, respect. I think the Bucks are a very solid team. I especially, they're getting things going in the trenches. They brought back Godwin, and I think that the Bucks are pretty damn legit. All right, so respect there. 9, the Seahawks. They got our boy slinging Sammy Darnold, aka America's quarterback, and defensively, I like what Ronaldo has done, but they really just sort of gutted themselves for no reason. Like, is I love Sam Darnold, but is he an appreciable upgrade over Geno? Don't know. But basically, they gave away Geno to the Raiders for nada. And now, I mean, there's talk, could they get rid of Kenneth Walker III? Could it be Zach Charbonnet's show? Maybe. They trade DK to the Steelers. They got rid of Lockett. I mean, why the gutting of the rooster? What's going on there? All right. And then you got the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Vikings at 10. I mean, that's something that's very easy to complain about. But it's okay. Let them sleep. Let them sleep. Because right now, the Vikings could whip any one of these teams' ass right now, as constituted. The Eagles would be a hell of a game. Commons would be a hell of a game. Lions would be a good game, sure. But right now, the Vikings are heading into the draft, and they don't need anything. They have a lot of wants, yes. And you could bitch and moan. It's like, well, what about backup quarterback? What about tight end 3? He'll get taken care of, Tranquillo. But the Vikings aren't heading in the draft needing to come away with a corner or an offensive lineman or a defensive tackle or a running back or whatever. They're freed up to go BPA because Kwesi got things done bay. And so the Vikings right now would whip somebody's ass. And, hey, it's okay. The Vikings did a great job identifying the weaknesses. We can't pass block in the interior. Oh, here's Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, who got rid of Garrett Bradbury and Ed Ingram. Addition by subtraction. Oh, we can't pass rush with our defensive line. Okay, Jerry Tillery, Jonathan Bullard, great run-stopping defensive linemen in our 3-4, but they can't really rush the passer, so here's some Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. Woo, good times. Secondary, I mean, we're going to lose Gilly, probably Shaq Griffin. What do we do? Oh, we re-sign Byron Murphy Jr., bring in Isaiah Rodgers from the Eagles. Eagles fans are pissed about that. They loved him. As well as, hey, we'll throw a dart with Jeff Okudah. Low risk, high reward spot. Actually, zero risk, high reward spot, essentially. Right? As well as running back. Oh, what do we do? Oh, re-sign Aaron Jones and then trade Ed Ingram, essentially, for Jordan Mason, formerly one of the better running back duos in the National Football League. And then all of this, you're handing the keys over to J.J. McCarthy, has all the physical tools, has it together between the ears, already has a year with Kevin O'Connell and Josh McCown and Wes Phillips in this playbook, and he's able to hit the ground running. He's not your typical first-year starting quarterback. This is not your typical first-year starting quarterback team. This is the greatest roster for a first-time starting quarterback in NFL history. It just is. Find me another one. There is none. Thank you for coming out. All right. And also, this Flores defense now being able to rush the passer with 4 and not having to blitz the bejesus out of everyone. Just think of how dangerous this defense is going to be for Brian Flores. He took over the 31st ranked defense from Ed Donashell, turned it into a respectable 17th, turned it into a top 7 unit last year, and now sky's the limit. Would it shock you at all if the Vikings came away with the number 1 defense in the league last year? No, it wouldn't. And if J.J. McCarthy in his first year starting is 50 cents on the dollar of what he's supposed to be, this offense is going to be top 5. And if he's higher than that, like if he's 85 cents on the dollar of his hype and projection, the Vikings could potentially have a top 3 offense in this league, and it won't be 3. Because who do you stop? Do you double, triple team Justin Jefferson? It's going to cost you, Chief. You look at Addison, you look at Hawkinson, you look at Aaron Jones out of the backfield, you look at Rondale frickin' Moore. Woo! Come on, baby. Come on, man. All right, so, the Vikings at 10, obviously, insult. Sure, but it's okay. Let them sleep. Let them... Because them saying right now that the Vikings have the worst roster in the NFC North is not just a slap in the face. Like it's full on taking a Cleveland steamer not on the chest but right on the face. Like they're full on dookie right on the chin. And again, we didn't learn any lessons from before. Hyping up the Bears. Oh, they won the offseason. Blah, blah, blah. They're at 5. Packers at 6. What about the Packers? What have the Packers done this offseason that really makes you excited? Like, oh, did they trade for DK? Did they trade for T. Higgins? Oh, did they trade for Debo? Or did they sign Stephon Diggs? No, they did none of those things. And they'll probably take like Xavier Restrepo in the second round and then be like, we got it done. Actually, I feel like Restrepo would do well in Green Bay. Don't really know. But the Lions are paper tigers. Everyone knows that. The Bears will fall in the face yet again. The Packers will be just good enough where it will keep the Wolves at bay, but it won't be good enough to make any impact in the playoffs. Rinse and repeat. That's exactly what's going to happen. And, hey, the Vikings, right now, they either have the longest odds or they're tied with the Bears for the longest odds of winning the NFC North. That's okay. Shut up and take my money. Because I feel like the Vikings win the division. They contend for the 1 seed. And again, ideally having the 1 seed and having everything flow through US Bank Stadium would be great. But guess what? Vikings got to go on the road, cold weather, Philly, commies. The Vikings are built for this. They fortify the trenches. They can still add in the draft. Let's not forget that. And J.J. McCarthy make throws when he needs to. Can move his legs when he needs to. Great off of play action when he needs to. And then guess what? The Vikings now, with a revamped interior offensive line, with Jones and with Jordan Mason, the bane of the Vikings' existence during the Kevin McConnell era, not being able to get a yard on 3rd down or 4th down, and not being able to punch it in the red zone. Guess what? Check, check, check. Needs addressed. And Kwesi doesn't get enough credit for that, man. That's why it's okay. Let him sleep on the Vikings at 10. Eventually we'll be 1, and everyone knows that. It's okay. Let him sleep. Anyways, that's it. You guys are wonderful. I love you. Subscribe, Venmo, Skull, no production value.